everybody, it's Sherry. I'm here today. I want to talk about a few things that have happened lately. Um, I found out that my 11-year-old daughter was being molested by her dad, and also um, my fiance's daughter was being molested also, but in a different state. Um, I, at this point, have covered all bases. I am working with three different jurisdictions. Um, I am basically right now pissed off more than anything. It's taking way too long for this to go through. I made the police report on Saturday, and it is now technically Tuesday, I believe. Um, and they still don't have anybody assigned to my daughter's case. They don't have anybody assigned to my fiance's daughter's case. Um, these are allegations right now, but the way these girls tell these stories, um, they're pretty graphic. And the one is 7 years old. There's no way she can make up such things as she was telling me. Um, I have gone through every single emotion there is. I've held it together when my kids were talking to the police. I've held it together, um, listening to their stories, which honestly, at the point, I just wanted to break down and cry because hearing hearing my child talk about her dad molesting her just it devastated me because that's what I was trying to protect her from. And the whole time, it was her own dad doing it. She's 11 years old, and I've, just been hanging on to her. Um, my fiance kept telling me, let go a little bit, let her grow. She needs to get out and do things, and I still baby her. I do things I probably shouldn't do with her, you know, she's like, "Oh, mom, you kiss me goodbye when I get out of the car to go to school, and it's embarrassing." And it's just, I have a hard time letting go. I'm afraid in this day and age, and this is why. And I always thought, somebody would kidnap her or do something like that to her, but never her own dad. And that's what blows my mind. But they always say it's usually somebody the child knows, usually a family member, usually a friend of the family, something. But I heard some pretty graphic stories the other day from both of the girls, and it pretty much tore me up. Mentally, emotionally, you know, to hear something so graphic and to know what they had been through and how there was nobody there to help them. Um, I mean, myself, I feel I failed as a mom because I put my daughter in the situation. I thought it'd be a good idea for her to go with her dad for the summer, and obviously that was not the case. Um, as far as my fiance or technically I call her my stepdaughter. I mean, as far as she goes, I mean, you know, her case is just as bad. I mean, there was nobody there to protect her. She was actually in a daycare, in a in-home daycare, and where was the daycare provider at when all this was happening? Um, there's not a whole lot more I can say. It's just that we failed, or somebody failed. Um, uh, I just, I can't believe that. My last thing I talked about, I believe, was sexual predators and domestic predators, and how they should have to register as the same. And then this happens, and now more than ever do I believe that this should happen. Um, you never think something like this is going to happen to you. It does. It's happened to me now, and I've got to deal with it the best way I can. Um, I've actually, gotten more done than the police have in the last couple days. Um, so, which makes me feel good because, I mean, basically, I had Saturday was my okay day. Okay, let's get it handled, let's get it taken care of, let's call the police, let's do what we need to do. Sunday was my breakdown point. Sunday I said I don't think I'm strong enough to handle this. I don't think I can help. I don't think I'm going to be able to be strong enough to be strong for my daughter. Well, daughters, both girls. I mean, but then the instinct kicks in, and that's it. It's there. I'm mom. I have to keep my composure. I have to not let them know that it bothers me. I have to be very understanding, be very loving at this point. I have to, basically take steps to get them into therapy after they are interviewed and checked out. And um, so now basically I'm just a mom on a mission, and I'm not going to stop until I know what happened, why it happened, and have basically her son of a bitch dad behind bars for what he did to my daughter. And I say my daughter because it might be his child also. He might have helped create her, but she is my daughter. She has been with me for the last 11 years. She has been in my custody, my care. I've been the primary caregiver. And when I say she has been in my care, my primary care, I have done everything for her. Everything. He's been in and out of the picture for the last 11 years, so he has no say so um, in anything I do with her. Um, and if he feels differently, if he happens to see this video and he feels differently, well, you know what you could do? You can take me back to court and they will settle it that way. Because you know what? Right now, it doesn't look good. Um, I'm also frustrated at the point to where my ex-husband, um, my ex-husband who abused me for the last 4 or 5 years, um, he's not. His mom had a stroke, so ironically, she can't take care of his kids no more. Well, of course, he's not manning up to take care of his kids. So basically, I'm a single mom. I'm doing it on my own. And amen for that, because you know what? I don't need them. I don't need I don't need the drama, and I don't need a bunch of headaches. But that's all I have to say for right now. I'll probably talk more tomorrow when I'm not so stressed. God bless.